You gonna go in then?
Well, I'm gonna have to face Mac sooner or later, aren't I?
We didn't start it, they did.
Yeah, well, I know that, and you know that. But it's getting him in there to believe it, isn't it? See you with us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mac.
You would be, son, if you had the remotest idea of the damage you've just done.
I get it.
Don't bother!
What was the fight about, anyway?
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie?
Yeah, Charlotte Masters, this girl I know.
She often start fights?
Oh, no, she didn't start it. It's just, well, there's another kid, Judd. I mean, he must reckon she's his private property or something. I mean, he gets jealous as hell whenever I'm around because he reckons I'm trying to get off with her myself.
Has he got reason to be?
I suppose so.
That is your daddy on the phone.
Oh, right. Cheers. Deal.
Nothing wrong, is there?
No, I don't think so. He's just coming on ahead of the others, I think. Matter of fact, what are you up to?
Well, I thought I might stay till Elaine gets back, if that's all right.
That's fine, and then?
Then I thought I might go on to Italy.
Well, you thought you might go into Italy. Must be great to be young and foolish.
You're not so old yourself, Mac. Dunno, though.
Watch it.
He's flying in tomorrow. He wants to sort the house out and things before Mum and Jean get here. I said we pick him up at the airport at noon. Is that all right, Mac?
Why not? Look, I am going down to the office. I have a few things to talk to the chairman about. I'll see you later.
Okay. How you doing, love?
All right, just about finished. There's no alarm done.
Wow, nice company you keep these days, Charlie.
They're not usually like that, either of them. Honestly, I could bang the stupid heads together.
Well, as I said to Mac Murphy, one Town fan plus one United fan usually adds up to an explosion of some sort.
Which is why you're dead set against the merger, right?
Yes, basically. Why, don't you agree with me?
Oh, no, not really, Gran.
Look, you saw what just happened.
Yes, but that was different.
How different?
Well, I suppose you're right in one way, but dead wrong in another, if you see what I mean.
Well, I'm afraid I don't, no.
Well, what I mean is... Yeah, you're right about United fans and Town fans. Put them together, and you've usually got a fight on your hands. But if the two clubs were turned into one, then there wouldn't be any more fighting, because they'd both be supporting the same team.
So you think I'm wrong to oppose it, then?
Well, it's not for me to say, Gran. I mean, that's up to you, isn't it?
I'll see you later.
Oh, it's only me. I just wanted to collect one or two things from my desk.
Do say, Derek, if I'm getting in your way. Hey, before you go.
Yeah.
Do you think that I should be looking for a new job soon?
Mac, don't give up so easily, mate. I mean, if the worst comes to the very worst, I can always get you to manage this place for me, can't I? Derek.
Nice.
Huh?
Bike.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Dead wise that look in it. Get some really shady characters around here.
Yeah?
Oh.
I see.
Well, you've got a nerve coming in here today.
Ah, don't be like that.
Well, what did you expect?
What do you expect me to do? Just stand there and let him slag me, huh?
You were slagging him just as much.
Well, he was asking for it, wasn't he?
Of course.
Why do I spend my life these days apologising to you?
Ask yourself why. You might find something out about yourself.
Is your grandma in?
Why? What was you thinking of doing? Mugging her or something?
You don't half go on, don't you?
Well, you don't have to stop and listen to her.
Well, is she in or isn't she in?
She's right behind you, actually.
Mrs. Masters,
Yes?
I've just come to say I'm sorry about what happened. If there's any damage, I'm willing to pay for it.
Well, there wasn't any, actually. No thanks to you.
Good.
But if anything like that ever happens in here again, ever, you're no longer welcome in this shop, all right?
Something else, actually.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, well, I heard what you said to Mac Murphy afterwards about the fans, like.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, well, I just hope this won't affect what you've ever decided about this merger.
You mean that wasn't typical?
No. What I mean is, well, the fight wasn't about football, you see. It was about something else.
I see. Well, I do have to say that what happened did confirm my worst fears about this merger.
Mrs. Masters, how are you?
Hello, Ronnie.
Could we have a little word?
Yeah, of course. Come through.
Oh, thank
Keep an eye on the shop, will you, love? Yeah. Especially that one over there in the corner.
Where's Charlotte?
Hey, Mr. Wright.
That's him, is it? The bloke who shopped us.
Who are you talking about now?
Ronnie Wright, your beloved chairman down at town.
Ronnie's all right.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he's got more brains in his head than your chairman. At least he didn't let the ground go from under his feet.
What? Well, he was let down, wasn't he? Double-crossed by your flaming chairman.
Sugar?
No, I don't, thanks. I like to watch me figure. Must set an example of the lads, mustn't we?
Well, now, what can I do for you?
Well, it's more a question of what I could do for you, actually.
Oh, yes?
Forgive my mentioning it, Mrs. Masters, but would I be right in thinking it is getting through to you a bit? I mean, all this fuss about the merger.
Well, I must admit it's not quite as simple as I thought it was.
Well, there was always going to be a lot of aggro for you, you know, after what's happened, and I'm afraid it's bound to get worse. Much worse.
What are you trying to do, Ronnie? Get me to think again?
No. Oh, no, not at all. Oh, no, they're your shares to do with what you will. No, all I'm saying really, Mrs. Masters, is, well, do you really need all that aggro? I mean, on top of all your other responsibilities.
Is there any alternative?
Mrs. Masters, there's always an alternative.
Who do you think you're shoving? Very funny.
Now what's going on?
Somebody's only let both tyres down on my bike, and there's no prizes for guessing who it is. A funny man here.
I didn't do it.
You lying toad. You were standing right next to her when I left it.
Don't prove nothing.
Look, you don't know it was him who did it.
Well, of course it's him who done it. It's just the sort of trick a prat like him would do, isn't it?
I do hope you're not starting any more trouble, young man.
Forget it.
Why is it everybody's always got in for me? That's what I want to know. Blimey, what happened to you then, Box? Did you run into a minefield or something?
No minefield. Just a wally with batter for brains. I think about letting tyres down.
See, I did it.
Oh, yeah, I saw him all right.
So where's the body then? In chopper arrest?
No, mate, in there being given a welcome reception by a so-called ally of mine.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get in there and sort him out.
Forget it.
Not scared of him, are you?
No, Superman, I'm not scared of him. Although if I was blessed with your amazing physique, I reckon I'd have reason to be. Because I reckon he'd swallow you, mate, like it was a great white or something, at one bite.
The bigger the cog, the harder the fall. That's what my dad always says.
Yeah, but then your dad does just happen to be 6'5" and ugly with it. So I suppose he can afford to, can't he?
So he gives a go with them, Boxer.
Yeah,
Give it on for us.
Yeah, Boxer. Don't look now, but it's that bloke in flashy car over there, I think it is.
Blimey, I think it is.
Who is it?
It's
name's Ivor Chalmers and he spent us a £3 note. This time last year nearly took over United.
Yeah, and he weren't too particular about how he did it neither.
Yeah, that's right. He organised a break-in at the offices.
Yeah, and he put Boxer in hospital.
Been inside then, has he?
Well, we can never prove it was him who done it, but...
It was him, all right, believe me.
Oh, yeah. Right. You hang on here.
What did she say?
She's going to ring me.
When?
Within the hour, I should think, from the way she was talking.
And what do you think?
I think all this fuss is definitely getting through to her. In my opinion, she'd be glad to be shot of it, actually.
Good. You didn't tell her that I was involved.
Good Lord, no.
Very wise.
Let's find somewhere a bit less public, shall we?
Right.
What did you hear?
Oh, not a lot, but enough. Enough to know that those two are up to something.
What do you think you're doing?
Just looking.
At what? All the records we've got are up there on the display.
Got latest Black Sabbath?
Yes?
Can I see it?
On the right behind you.
No, disc. I want to check the grows. Make sure they're all right.
Well, of course they're all right. What do you think we are? A second shop or something?
So, see it. See, I'm dead particular about the condition of records. You mad, don't you trust me?
You don't really want me to answer that, do you?
What's your name then?
Why?
My name's Jason.
Oh, yeah. Got your Argonauts with you, have you?
Bring 'em round if you like.
Don't bother. Well, do you want it or don't you?
Oh, think about it. Got latest Motorhead?
Yes.
Can I see it?
If you definitely decide you want to buy it.
Yeah.
Not another of your mates, I hope.
Do you mind?
Thank goodness for that.
It's Ashby, isn't it? Ashby and Jones?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh. All pensioned off there, though, the old band.
Bit before your time, eh, son?
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, well, I could see how they would be, you still being at the nappy stage, eh? Charming class of customer you do get in here.
I think they model themselves on their favourite pop groups.
Really? Oh, I wouldn't know about that.
Of course not.
Mrs. Masters?
Mr. Rasputin Jones.
Blimey. Not another old fan, eh? That makes two of you.
As many as that?
Yeah, you and me mum.
Actually, with me, it was always the Rolling Stones.
Well, yeah, they could do a bit as well. Shame the way they never really caught on.
You want to talk to me in private?
Right.
Come on, then. Well, then, Mr. Jones, what can I do for you, as if I didn't know?
Easy. Help me save your football club.
My football club? I was under the impression it was your football club was in trouble.
Mrs. Masters, we're both in trouble. United, because your charming chairman has pulled the rug out from under us over this merger, and Town, because they're losing money hand over fist every week. Certainly a lot more than our friend Ronnie Wright can afford to keep pouring into it.
Oh, funny. He seemed confident enough about his club's future when I saw him in here just now.
Whistling in the dark, Mrs. Masters, he had to be.
Well, whistling or not, he was certainly prepared to put his money where his mouth is. And quite a lot of money, too.
Now, just what are you trying to tell me? Ronnie's offering to buy you out, because I'm here to tell you that I will double anything he's offered you so far.
Oh, dear, what a shame.
How do you mean a shame?
Well, that I didn't know that a few minutes ago, Mr. Jones, when I gave him my answer.
Hey, come on, out!
Hang on a minute, Mr. Cassidy.
You heard what I said. Now, are you getting out of here, or do I have to throw you out?
That should be interesting.
Starting with you.
Oh, come on, Mr. Cassidy. We just want to see Rasputin for a minute.
Yes, well, I'm quite sure he doesn't want to see you. No. Are you going to get out of here, or do I have to call the police?
Ring his dad. He's policeman.
I'm warning you.
What is all the noise?
Oh, it's the usual trouble around here, Mac. This lot. Now, as someone who allegedly has some influence over this mob, do you mind asking them to leave, please, Mac?
Is it me you want to see?
Well, no Rasputin, really.
But you'll do, I suppose.
Oh, thanks a bunch.
Oh, come on, Mac, it's dead urgent, honest.
A matter of life and death.
All right, come on.
Right, that's too much. It really is. I mean, you know as well as I do that those yobbos are being banned from here on the express orders of Mr. Jones himself.
I do know that, Derek. Also, that in slinging them out, you are doing it out of a deep sense of duty, and not just because you have to hate their guts.
I don't really think you want...
Derek, you have my word that as soon as I've heard them out, I will personally escort them out of the building. But in the meantime, do you not think it would save a lot of hassle if I heard what they had to say?
No. No, I don't, actually, Mac.
Well, then, in that case, it's just too bad.
Hey! Hey, stop that! Stop that! Hey, stop it!
There's something stuck, mister.
Yes, well, tell somebody.
Just told you.
Get out, you cheeky little Herbert! Get out!
Mine happens to be a very expensive piece of hardware you're kicking about the place.
It's on the blinkers, Jones.
Yeah, well, it will be, won't it, if you treat it like that?
But now you're here, Mr. Jones, I really must protest.
Now, Derek, please.
Go straight to Albert Chalmers.
Oh, no, not you lot again.
Hold on, I think they have something you better hear.
Yeah, well, I've got something you better hear, mate. Our troubles are over.
Okay, hold on. Wait outside. What do you mean?
I went round to Mrs. Masters and offered to buy her shares.
And she sold them to you?
No, no, no. She went one better than that. She told me she'd already sold them to Mr. Ronnie Wright.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh, no? I mean, that way we get the best of both worlds, don't we? Ronnie's got all the shares he needs, so we can go ahead with the merger, and it hasn't cost me a single penny.
All right. So where does Ivor Chalmers come into this?
Ivor Chalmers?
Must remember him. He was the guy that nearly took your football club off your last season and made it into a supermarket. That, of course, was before you got the same bright idea yourself and saved him the problem.
Look, spare me the funnies, Mac. What the hell has Chalmers got to do with this?
That's a good question. Here's another couple for you. Why is he and Ronnie Wright suddenly brothers? And why were they round at Mrs. Masters about an hour ago? I actually suggest you listen to what the kids have to say.
Cheers.
Excuse me. Mr. Wright is Rasputin Jones again.
What? Well, he's not here, is he?
On the phone.
Oh, look, tell him I'm out, right? In fact, better still, tell him I've left the country.
Bugs you, does he, Ronnie? Mr. Jones.
Whoever gave you that idea? That'll be the day that will.
A toast, then.
To Dunmore Town. Long may the rain.
No, Ronnie. To Dunmore United. May they rest in peace.
Don't tell me. Let me guess. He's not in.
Left the country.
Well, he hadn't half an hour ago.
Right.
Where are you going?
Where do you think to find him?
Can I come with you?
I think you better, mate, just in case.
Just in case of what?
Just in case I murder him with my bare hands.
That's what I thought.
Yes, I know, Derek. You really must protest. I protest, organise a demo, a march, a sit-in. Just don't bother me with it, all right?
Hi. Couldn't find any of me Argonauts to bring you. Seems we're on holiday in Greece, nicking a sheepskin rug.
Oh, yeah.
So I bought the fleece here to show you. Say hello to the pretty lady then, Fleece. Hello, pretty lady.
Hello again.
Now, look, I've told you Mr. Wright's left the country.
Ronnie, You're back. Flying visit, was it?
How dare you? How dare you come barging in here like this?
Ronnie, I thought we were supposed to be mates, mate. Destined by fate to be on the same board together, right?
Wrong.
And what the hell has this got to do with you, Chalmers?
Everything. As the new owner of Mrs. Masters' shareholding in this club.
She won't sell the shares to you. She told me she'd only sell them to him.
That's right. Who will then sell them to me.
She also told me that the reason she'd sell them to you, and you alone, is that she thought they couldn't be in better hands.
Well, she was right, wasn't she? I mean, once I get hold of them, they couldn't be in better hands.
Since
could
when
they?
have you ever been interested in football, Mr. Chalmers?
Since this time last year, Murphy, when
Mr.
you
Murphy.
and your companion here not only twisted me out of a considerable amount of money, but also ruined a very lucrative business deal for me.
Nobody twisted you, mate. You just got what was coming to you, that's all.
And now you two are going to get what's coming to you, aren't you? You're going to lose your football club, Jones. And you, Mr. Murphy, are going to lose your job along with it. I can't tell you how much pleasure that's going to give you.
All right, leave it! Leave it. Don't dirty your hands.
Oh, no, do go ahead and hit me, Jones. I mean, I shan't fight back. I'll just leave it to my lawyer to take you apart when I bring you to court for assault.
I'll fix you, Chalmers. I'll fix you.
Boot Hill's full of people who've threatened me like that, Jones.
Come on. Leave it. Leave it!
Well, Ivor, we certainly told those two where to get off.
Look, that's where the best stuff is, like up there on the top shelf. So what we're waiting for? Let's go. Don't be selfish, Felice. You know the motto, share and share alike. Don't have all the fun. Got to cut the rest of the gang in, haven't we? So what have you in mind then? Look, I've been watching this place for about a week, right? Every morning, about 11 o'clock, the old dear trots off to the bank with the tables, right? So tomorrow at 11 o'clock, she's going to be in the shop all on her own now. That is, apart from you, me, and the rest of my merry men, right? Right.
Everywhere you go, everything you see, someone say you know it's a tragedy. Find another place, kids you can't play here. Don't want any lips at her. You know it's gonna be alright if we stick together. We're gonna have a fine, fine time if we stick together. No more mindless empty days. You know it's gonna be alright if we stick together. We're gonna have a fine, fine time if we stick together. No more mindless empty days.